playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
They'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. 4 yards the results on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 33.
Entering screen resume.
There.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Down at the 26. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run 4 with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of the big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The tackle made at the 47.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to
C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
There's the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the...
Entering screen, resume.
Brought down at the 35.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Winston now from the 50. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
On the play.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
This is Elliott. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the state.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. From the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Open man is Duvernay. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And a Cowboy first down.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
To throw, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Jameis to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point cut. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, and he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott.
Number 20.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 29, Wentz. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
A gain of 12.
Jameis now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboy ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, Wentz. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
41-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jalen Smith, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
That's all you got!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Jalen Smith, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Watch out for 86. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Again, it's Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. He's picked off at his own 47. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wentz now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One final try now for Wentz. And a quick throw here that's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. And later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. On the one side, if you try to take away something